Hip-hop has always been closely tied to the environments from which it came. Being a culture deeply rooted in the street, one of the first questions asked about a new rapper stepping on the scene is, where is he or she from, or representing? A lot of times, the answer gives you a clue as to what to expect from them. The reason we say that is because an artist's stomping grounds can have a huge impact on their musical approach, styling, and overall identity. Their home base can not only shape their artistry, but can provide a source of inspiration, confidence, and support. So out of all the places that make up our mesmerizing world of hip-hop, which area, city, or borough has produced the most potent MCs? To be super clear, we're not talking about great hip-hop artists in general who have recorded the best songs ever made. When we say potent MCs, we are putting emphasis on lyrical skill. In this episode, we're concentrating on bar-heavy microphone masters with track records to stand on, known to rap laps around their peers and stun listeners with substance and/or unbelievable wordplay. Here's a hypothetical question for you. If you had to pick out the rawest rappers from one location and put them all against the best from a different place in a heated Rap Olympics type tournament, who do you think would be victorious based on the rhymes we've heard in the first 50 years of hip-hop? Is it the East? The West? The South? The Midwest? Or have the most dangerous MCs come from outside the US? One thing is for sure, lyricism has been the focal point for countless rhyme writers from every corner of the hood. Some spots have a really rich history of exceptional rappers, like the native soil of hip-hop, New York, while places like Atlanta and Los Angeles have been dominating the culture most recently with their wave of impressive lyricists. We've noticed over the years that certain areas have consistently groomed and claimed top-tier lyricists more than others. Hands down, the poets on this list are famous for both taking great pride in their pen game and making sure we know exactly where they are coming from. With so many hot spots and fire spitters on Earth to consider, Kulture Scale has done the hard work to narrow down the top 12 origins of the most dopest lyricists in hip-hop. Stay locked for the full video as we weigh out this uncharted territory like no one else can. But before we roll call the names, let's get into the criteria for this category. The following 12 locations will consist of cities, boroughs, areas, and even states. In all fairness, we had to split some locations up or combine others depending on the population of well-known MCs to emerge from each qualifying area. Reputation. The origin should be popular for raising rap lyricists with extraordinary talent and know-how. Consistency and longevity. Several rappers from these origins have maintained a high level of lyricism and creativity throughout their extensive careers. Impact and influence. The MCs from these top origins have introduced new styles, flows, and lyrical techniques. It's important to take into account their collective push to shape the direction of lyricism and inspire others in different places. Successful and respected. The origin must have a lineage of musically successful and lyrically respected MCs. Technical rap skills and precision. We're gonna name rappers who regularly make use of next-level vocabulary, punchlines, complex rhyme schemes, multi-syllable bars, double entendres, metaphors, and more. Word for word, bar for bar, and verse for verse, these proud representatives can't be easily beat as a unified front. Caliber over quantity. Keep it 100. A large number of rappers from one area does not necessarily outweigh a smaller group of extreme fire MCs from another area. So it's more about who gets the busiest rather than just how many rappers surfaced from a specific location. And last, but certainly not least, flat-out dopeness. Alright, now that we've got that down, let's run the scale. Number 12. New Orleans, Louisiana. Our first destination is the Boot. In the state of Louisiana, major cities like New Orleans and Baton Rouge have infused their lively DNA into the blood of hip-hop, fostering rap superstars and block legends alike. Louisiana's musical heritage, characterized by jazz, bounce, and Mardi Gras traditions, has spun up a group of lyricists who bring a unique accent, charismatic storytelling, and infectious energy to the game. Look at some of the talent that has come from this place. Lil Wayne, J Electronica, Currency, Juvenile, Mystical, D1, Fiend, BG, Hurricane Chris, Bootsy Badass, Kid, Big Mike, and Kevin Gates. Number 11. Long Island, New York. A predominantly suburban spot just outside of New York City, has been a breeding ground for phenomenal lyricists for decades. The region's diverse population and proximity to the Big Apple have caused LI artists to blend deep lyricism with a distinct Long Island perspective. Check out this lineup of legendary rap acts. Rakim, Chuck D of Public Enemy, K Solo, Rock Marciano, Granddaddy IU, Eric Sermon, and Parrish Smith of EPMD, Aesop Rock, Bumpy Knuckles, aka Freddie Fox, Keith Murray, Craig Mack, Posse, and Trugoy of De La Soul. Number 10. Detroit. Rounding out our top 10 is Detroit, Michigan. Although Detroit is best known as the birthplace of Motown USA, many great MCs have continued its musical legacy. You can hear the city's grit and resilient spirit in a lot of the rhymes coming from up out of there. Take a look at who hails from the D. Eminem, Big Sean, Royce da 5'9", Boldy James, Obi Trice, Guilty Simpson, Black Milk, Early Mac, Fat Cat, Babyface Ray, Payroll Giovanni, Cash Doll, Danny Brown, MC Breed, D12, Sada Baby, Elzai, Young RJ, T3, Batan, and JD of Slum Village. Number 9. The Bay Area, California. The Bay has around 9 counties, but only a few of them have been responsible for nurturing some of our favorite lyricists. You know the zones: Oakland, Richmond, San Francisco, and Vallejo quickly come to mind. The Bay is often recognized for its innovative wordplay and socially conscious messages. Every subject from pimping to the Black Panthers has called this turf home. Several Bay rappers have carved out a signature niche, mixing slick lyricism with a laid-back West Coast vibe. What you think about this crew of Bay Area ambassadors? Tupac, Casual, E40, Souls of Mischief, and Dell of Hieroglyphics. Kevin Allen, aka Irk the Jerk, Mac Dre, La Russell, Mr. Fab, Saphir, San Quinn, Spice One, The Jacka, and Simba. Number 8. Chicago. It is very evident that saying something in your rhymes still matters in Chi-Town. A good percentage of the rappers that make it out of Chicago concentrate on lyricism. Whether male or female, the Windy City has unleashed some of the coldest spitters hip-hop has heard. Think about it. You got Kanye West, Twista, Common, Lupe Fiasco, Vic Mensa, Saba, No Name, Cap One, Chance the Rapper, Mick Jenkins, Dreezy, Crucial Conflict, Rhymefest, Chris Crack, Shauna, Vic Spencer, LEP Bogus Boys, Do or Die, The Cool Kids, Bump J, DeBrat, Tink, Rocky Fresh, Open Mike Eagle, and Juice WRLD. Number 7. Philly. The city of brotherly love has brought forth some mean MCs. Battle-tested and proven, many of them showcase their rhyme skills while at the same time addressing topics of survival, prosperity, and the realities of urban life. On the microphone, they can hold their own and go toe-to-toe in any rap challenge. We're talking about Black Thought of the Roots, Cassidy, Beanie Siegel, Meek Mill, Freeway, Chris and Neef of the Young Guns, and Petey Petey of State Property, Tierra Whack, Arab, Bahamadia, Dice Raw, Eve, Steady B, and Charlie Baltimore. Number 6. Harlem, New York. Don't dare be overwhelmed by the flash and flair of Harlem. They've got some lyrical snipers. Known for years as a thriving hub for black artistic expression dating back to the Harlem Renaissance days, Manhattan continues to build all-star talent and entertain the masses. How about this list of heavyweight wordsmiths? Big L, Mace, Murda Mook, Cameron, Joel Santana, and Jim Jones of Dipset. G-Dip, Black Rob, Max B, Stack Bundles, Loaded Lux, Dave East, Curious, 40 Kyle, J.R. Ryder, Hell Rel, Vado, Smoke Dizza, Charlie Clips, Mike Geronimo, Cool Mo D, Immortal Technique, Jay Mills, Marlon Craft, Azealia Banks, Curtis Blow, ASAP Ferg, and ASAP Rocky. Number 5. Atlanta. Boy, do the South got something to say. Not only is Atlanta, Georgia the current incubator for rap careers from all over, but it also has a history of releasing homegrown flamethrowers. Legacy artists put the city on the map, and now it's a music industry powerhouse full of rap and trap stars. Say what you may, but it's hard to discredit these folk any kind of way. In the A you got T.I., Sci-Hi the Prince, Andre 3000, and Big Boy of Outkast, J.I.D., Gucci Mane, Ludacris, The Migos, 2 Chainz, B.O.B., Goody Mob, Killer Mike, Lotto, Lil Baby, Spody, Ghana, Grip, Deontay Hitchcock, Donald Glover, Field Mob, Jody Breeze, Stat Quo, and Young Dro. Number 4. Queens. Being the biggest borough in New York City in terms of land and population, with over 2 million residents, Queens has given birth to some of the illest lyricists of all kinds. Visionaries who definitely know how to capture the essence of their experiences, struggles, and aspirations. The level of vocab, articulation, and influence to come out of Queens is astounding. Just listen to the names: Nas, 50 Cent, Cool G Rap, Q-Tip, and Phife of A Tribe Called Quest, Onyx, Prodigy, and Havoc of Mobb Deep, Roxanne Shante, Akinyele, Large Professor, Run DMC, Ja Rule, Graph, MC Shan, Lloyd Banks, Pharoah Monch, and Prince Poe of Organized Confusion, Royal Flush, Salt and Pepper, Tragedy Gaddafi, Consequence, Craig G, Hollow Da Don, Dress of Black Sheep, Boss, Ali Vegas, Mr. Cheeks of Lost Boys, LL Cool J, and Nicki Minaj. Number 3. The Bronx. This borough's connection to hip-hop can be traced back to its inception. Considered the birthplace of hip-hop culture, the Bronx has produced iconic MCs from the jump. It was the people from the Bronx who planted inspirational seeds, and now rappers can still be found there and everywhere, kicking impromptu freestyles off the top of the dome or reciting a poem the world has never heard. Rightfully so, the Bronx is unapologetically hip-hop. Are you ready for this list of lyrical assassins? KRS-One, Big Pun, Cannabis, 9, T-Larock, Lord Finesse, Diamond D, Special K, AG, Dragon, Slick Rick, Remy Ma, Fat Joe, Mickey Fax, Antoinette, Camp Low, Goods the Animal, Corey Guns, Fred the Godson, Melly Mel, Sadat X, Grandmaster Kaz, My Son, Ultramagnetic MCs, and McGruff. Number 2. Los Angeles, California. LA has been adding to their hip-hop presence since the early 1980s, and now they are one of the strongest areas to ever contribute talent. The biggest city in Cali is a cultural melting pot. Sections like Compton, Inglewood, Watts, South Central, and Long Beach have all gained widespread popularity for their respective Southern California flavor. Most rappers out of Los Angeles leave no doubt about where they're from. They take their bars seriously and always seem to incorporate their West Side lifestyle in with their ability to smash other rappers. Check LA out. It supplied us with Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Kendrick Lamar, Ab Soul, DJ Quick, Doja Cat, The Game, Problem, Earl Sweatshirt, Corrupt of the Dog Pound, J-Rock, King Crooked, Nipsey Hussle, Merce, Westside Boogie, Schoolboy Q, The Alcoholics, Rascass, Reason, The Pharcyde, Thurs, Scheme, Tyga, Vince Staples, Ras and Taj of Coast Contra, Damo Genesis, King T, MC Ren of NWA, D Smoke, Il Camille, Fashawn, Ice-T, Exhibit, and Tyler the Creator. Number 1. Brooklyn. Coming in at our number 1 position is the one and only Brooklyn, New York. Ayo, the amount of lyricists that spill out of this place is alarming. It's like a concrete grow house for skilled rappers. For many individuals there, hip-hop is life and rap is their second language. To date, Brooklyn holds more than 2.7 people, and it shows in the flood of incredible MCs that continue to pour out of BK. The borough has the highest number of dope lyricists per capita compared to any other location. With the majority of its rappers being downright surgical with the wordplay, there are little to no other places that can match its collective strength, line for line. Team Brooklyn reads like this: Jay-Z, Fabulous, The Notorious B.I.G., Raekwon the Chef, Yassine Bey, Buckshot Shorty, Tech and Steel of Smith & Wesson, Sean Price, and Rock Monster of Helter Skelter, Talib Kweli, Red Cafe, Busta Rhymes, Jeru the Damager, MC Light, AZ, Coda the Friend, DOS Effects, Chubb Rock, Special Ed, The Jizza, Joey Badass, Houdini, Lil Kim, Master Ace, Lil Fame, and Billy Dance of M.O.P., Skyzoo, Pop Smoke, Papoose, Memphis Bleak, Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, Dime a Dozen, Joel Ortiz, OC, and Big Daddy Kane. So there it is, the top 12 origins of the most dopest lyricists in hip-hop. It wasn't easy, but we made it happen. Shout out to the spots responsible for cultivating so many mind-blowing lyricists time and time again. Typically in hip-hop, a common love language that can be heard sprinkled throughout rap songs is when artists rep their cities at all costs. But regardless of your zip code, if your rhymes are lit enough, they can reach and resonate with people from all over the globe, especially in this internet age. So, no matter where you may find yourself on Earth, continue to push your pen. You may end up among the greats one day. Before we cut, we have to shine light on a few other notable places that are known for having high-caliber lyricists. Special locations like Houston, Texas. You can't forget New Jersey. One time for Tennessee. The DMV has got some spitters too. Upstate New York MCs are undeniable. And last, but certainly not least, Florida. If you are still enjoying this edition of the Kulture Scale, we want to express our sincere gratitude. We intend to cover so much ground in the upcoming months, it's crazy. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already, to stay connected to the thoroughest top list online. Also, add kulturescale.com to your browser favorites so you can pull up in the future with no problem. We've carefully curated some of the dopest music for you to listen to, free of charge. We had a blast exploring this rarely mentioned aspect of rap. The next episode is gonna be just as fire. Until then, represent.